As you take a deep breath, maybe you roll the neck a little bit or you roll your shoulders. You do whatever is going to feel good to loosen those kinks. As you breathe in, don't try to make it any sort of fancy breath or anything like that. Just notice how you're breathing. Notice how your shoulders are. Are they super duper tight? Maybe with a breath, can you release them down? Letting your shoulders melt down your back. Notice if you're carrying tension in your forehead, in your jaw, in the back of your neck. And see if you can send just a little bit of release in that direction. Scanning all the way up and down the body for any emotion that comes up, any feeling that comes. Not trying to say, ooh, I'm gonna let that go. Don't try to let anything go. Just notice it. Don't try to push away any thoughts. Just notice them. And as you're seeing all of these thoughts or feelings begin to swirl around you, let them swirl. Don't try to slow down your mind. Don't try to be less anxious. Don't even try to meditate. Just breathe. And with every breath, notice how those thoughts begin to slow down as you concentrate on maybe just the sound, the small sounds of air moving through nostrils, exhaling through the mouth. Maybe listening for a moment to the sounds around you in your house or home. The air conditioning, a dog making a noise, that neighbor yelling across the street. And just listen. And now as you breathe in, bring your attention to what you're feeling physically. The chair under your backside. Feel it as it's coming up to meet you and supporting you. As you breathe in, allow yourself to just go a little bit deeper. Letting the mind relax even further now that all these thoughts have slowed. As your body releases the thoughts and feelings, with every breath, breathing in this little bit of relief, and sighing out all the things you carried in today. We see every part of us, excluding nothing. As you breathe in, I want you to just maybe bring your attention to the very top of your head, the crown of your head. And as you breathe in, I want you to maybe just notice how as you breathe in, visualize the breath coming in right through that crown of your head. And as it's entering, there's a small buzzing sensation, or a little bit of movement that begins to just drip down the scalp, releasing all the little tensions you're carrying in your scalp, moving down the back of the neck, the muscles loosening, unraveling, the brows beginning to melt, the cheekbones, your jaw. And as you breathe in, bring your attention to right between the brows where your third eye is sitting, and imagine breathing in through that space. taking it down as you bring the attention down to the throat, relaxing the face even further. And as you breathe in, imagining as you exhale, the throat opening up, maybe even lighting up. As you release the tension, making way for truth, making way for all the words of your liberation. Bring the attention down to your heart space now. Breathing into that space, and as you exhale, feeling that warmth, that glow move out to your shoulders, down your arms, moving all the way through the tips of your fingers. Maybe even noticing how that buzzing sensation is present in your fingertips, just as it is in the top of your head. Allowing the breath to move even further down into the solar plexus area where your guts are. Breathing into that space, not trying to suck anything in or keep it tight, but really relaxing. Letting your belly be as soft as it likes to be. Letting that relaxing feeling continue to pour down through the body, moving all the way down into the sacrum, moving through the lower back, releasing all the tension. And then as you bring the attention to see a little bit further down into your hips, your sits bones, your root. Let it continue further, all the way down the legs, the knees, your shins, your calves, all the way down. And take a moment to take account of how you feel. What are you feeling like now versus when you walked in? Now versus at the top of your day. And as we take this meditation just a bit further, I want you to visualize now in the middle of your mind's eye a golden light. And as that golden light begins to pulse with your breath, growing and maybe contracting with every exhale, but with every inhale just growing larger, exponentially larger. And as it expands, see as it moves past your body, through your body, taking with it any last bit of anxiety, any last bit of fear. And if you're questioning, what am I doing right now? Am I doing this right? Don't worry. You are. Just keep breathing. And as this light passes through you, moves beyond you, let your mind's eye paint the picture of a garden. And in this garden there is a temple, and this temple has a river that flows directly to your feet. This is the temple of your soul, of your heart, an inner sanctum that's always here and present to you. And as we take these steps together, I'm going to count backwards from 10. And as we do this, I just want you to let yourself relax further, seeing the ground beneath your feet, feeling the temperature of this garden, seeing all of the different kinds of plants, hearing the sounds. So as you take step 10, moving closer, you find your body relaxes even more and the detail grows greater. As you take step 9, continuing to let the mind go and to step further into this beautiful imaginary space. As you take step 8 and 7, you begin to come closer to the temple and you see a name there. It's yours. It is your name inscribed upon this place. As you take steps 6 and 5, you come closer, your body just relaxes knowing it's coming home. As you take step 4 and 3, you come into the center. As you take step 2, you come to a seat. As you take step 1, you breathe deeply, the deepest breath you've taken all day. And just looking around, seeing this space, feeling its warmth. What is it like for you to be in a place of peace? And so now in this place of peace, I want you to invite love in whatever form it will be helpful for you. And maybe that is an angel, maybe it is you in the most blissed out version of you, a guide, one of your beloveds who has passed on. But maybe just in your mind's eye you say, I welcome you, love, in whatever form would be helpful for me to see you in. And just allow them to stand in front of you. See them with your own 2 eyes. And in this moment, I want you to switch positions and stand in love's shoes. What does love have to say to you right now? What are the words that you're dying to hear that would bring you such peace? And if you're having trouble, or maybe you don't hear anything, maybe you just have a feeling of love, or maybe you're not feeling much of anything, whatever the case, you can borrow these words if it's helpful. You are not who you think you are. You're not the stories. You're not the mistakes. You're not even all your best stuff either. You are far beyond all of that. You are so holy. Your holiness is who you are. It's nothing you've done. It is your nature. You bless the world with who you are. Every breath you take, the universe conspires to help create. I'm so proud of the person you are. I don't care about all the things you think you have to get done. I'm proud of you right now before you get them done. I'm proud of you when you do nothing. When you rest, you are doing the most. When you care for yourself, you are loving me. And I am so thankful that you've come home once again. Come home often. Come back to this space often. Allow yourself to turn your eyes inward and find the space again. Where would you go when you have found heaven? And how could you flee from heaven when you recognize you're always there and you never left? We welcome any more words or helpful phrases or pictures into our minds. And we take a moment to just be in this silence, in this space. May love dwell richly in you. May you recognize that its hold never lets go. Always persevering, always trusting. Allegedly, love never fails. And so I test that theory every day. I test it to see if it's true. And so far, I have found it to be at least useful. You cannot fail love. We take a moment to thank our bodies for helping create this experience. We honor all the feelings that may have come up. And we also take a second to say whatever was not helpful, whatever may have even disturbed peace, we release it now. And we say thank you, we don't need this idea. And anything that was helpful, we seal, we keep. We make it a part of ourselves. Beloved, take a moment to take a snapshot, physically, emotionally, spiritually, of the peace, of the love you're feeling in this moment. And remember that if you can remember what peace feels like, you can always come back to it. And even as we leave this space of deep, these ideas will go with you. The voice of love will go with you and remind you that they are never leaving. As you begin coming back into your space, begin by deepening the breath, breathing in through the nose, maybe breathing out through the mouth, slowly coming back to the surface, thanking love, thanking spirit, whoever showed up for us tonight. As you continue to deepen the breath, maybe you grab the tops of your thighs, maybe you roll the shoulders, maybe breathe in a little bit, and as you're ready, you can gently blink open your eyes and return to the space.